part of the magic of, I've now been a professional recruiter. If I like to say, and I use quotes all the time, but I'm now a professional rush chairman, but I'm highly paid for it. And I love what I do. I really love it, because part of what my job is all about is helping to build culture. And as a kind of a front gatekeeper on behalf of Barry and Jimmy and the team, when I finally got into management, having worked for Sam Zell for 14 years, which is really where I grew my roots as a real estate professional, but in that regard, it was on the other side, because we self-performed and we owned everything, and it happened to be here in Chicago. Barry and Jimmy took a chance on me. I've been with the firm for 4 years, and my specialty is I'm a coach. The Moneyball concept, the Billy Beane, how do you build team? And
brilliance, if you ask me.
Well, sometimes I'd rather say I'm lucky than good, but we put ourselves in a position to be lucky. And part of it is that I'm not successful without a great brand, and I am not successful in marshaling and carrying the torch on behalf of the company without great teammates to help support me. As I said, I recruit through our brokers. The combination of kind of having recruited probably more than most executives you've met in your career, because I've really been doing it now for 15 years straight, north, south, east, and west. You really get a sense of people in the first 15 or 20 minutes who tells you the emis, the truth. And so as a result of that, I spend time asking questions and configuring an understanding of how they did the business. I ask questions from others who may or may not know them, even though we really keep all of our recruiting very, very confidential, because nobody wants to be outed, so to speak, until it's time. And we kind of figure it out. So we don't have a lot of those issues, because I think in the most part, people speak their truths, and that's comforting.
My wife, by the way, is a recruiter, and probably the best recruiter. She recruits for a lot of the major recruiting firms like Robert Half, et cetera. She does it the old-fashioned way. She gets on the phone and she makes 100 calls a day, and she loves talking all day long.
Yeah.
And she just, and she basically grabs people.
Like your wife, I talk a lot, and I listen a lot, and I challenge a lot. And then I principal deals on behalf of the firm, knowing what my metrics are. And I think we define the market. And I think one other fundamental important thing, we're not looking for brokers who are unhappy. We're looking for brokers who are happy.
Yes.
Because when they're happy, and they may say, I would never leave in a million years, that's the best challenge for me, because ultimately there's something they're doing right. And so when they have a big book of business, and I'm just going to actually help them transition with all the constructs of how compensation works these days, I'm telling you, the company will grow infinitesimally.
That is exactly, quickly. She said she never looks for someone who's looking for a job. She's always looking for someone who's happy where they are, because those are the best people to get.
Yeah. And you and I probably would say that we always think about it as we go through these things. The Pied Piper effect, nobody ever lets me price that into a deal, but if I can see the Pied Piper effect in whoever it is that I'm hiring, the value that comes as a result of that is almost instantaneous from the day they walk in my front door.
For more information about our sponsors, click on the highlighted links. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor and having your logo behind me for thousands of people to see, contact me at sponsor@creradio.com or click on the highlighted link.